Right, we're going to do Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. And I've got in touch with some of the best MMA content creators online to share their thoughts. We've got a firefight on our hands. Let's see what they got to say.
Hello, Shameless mate. We've got Benoit Saint Denis versus Dustin Poirier. This one I've been going back and forth on all over the last week. I'm so torn on it. You've got a guy like Benoit Saint Denis. He's got all the momentum. He's got the French faithful behind him. Dustin Poirier, again, with that vet experience. And I was going back and forth, and originally my pick was Saint Denis, but I think I'm going to put my cards down on Dustin Poirier. I think he's going to get a finish. Dos Santos was able to nearly put him away a few fights ago. And of course, since then, Saint Denis been on a crazy run. But I think Dustin Poirier's hands are going to get the better of him, get him against the fence, maybe finishing him off with a nice 5-6 punch combination, similar to that of Conor McGregor maybe. So yeah, I'm pretty set on Dustin Poirier.
Shameless, I've got my picks for UFC 299, and I think Benoit Saint Denis finishes Dustin Poirier. I don't know by which method, but regardless, I think he's going to finish him. Thanks again for having me, man, and I hope everybody has a great UFC 299.
Hello, my name is Chris Mystic Moss, King of the Dragons, and I've been summoned by the Homeless Casual, the Shameless Casual, to do predictions for UFC 299. So let's get right to it. I have the script in my hand, and apparently the UFC runs by scripts now. It's predetermined. So according to the notes here, Stifler from Saint Denis. It says Saint Denis is going to get the win because he looks like Stifler. You ever see that movie American Pie? It says Stifler's going to get the win over Dustin Poirier. He's going to turn him into a lunch meat sandwich, and he's going to gobble him up in the co-main event. Dustin, P-Head, your time is up.
Okay, Emmanuel, Prospect MMA podcast here doing the prediction video for the UFC 299, Benoit Saint Denis versus Dustin Poirier. Now, I've been following Benoit Saint Denis since his Brave Combat Federation days. I've been seeing this guy tearing her up, finish after finish, every single fight. So, big fan of him. I try and follow the prospects before they come onto the UFC. I wasn't surprised when he got signed. His first fight was a bit of a hiccup, but he just showed the heart. If you haven't watched that fight, please go watch that fight. Do yourself that favor. Amazing fight. And then, yeah, every single fight after that's been finish after finish after finish. He's 13-1 coming against Dustin Poirier, who's 4-3 in his last 7 fights. So, not the best, but also not the worst. Definitely not counting Dustin out. However, I am going to side with the prospect, Benoit Saint Denis, by finish. Round 2, I'm going to say. So yeah, thanks.
Hello, it's Will from Casual's Corner. Benoit Saint Denis and Dustin Poirier is very much another tale which is as old as time of the new generation versus the stalwarts of the division that is Dustin Poirier. And an incredible fact is he's never actually lost 2 in a row, which is insane considering he's been in what is probably the premier division since he was a kid, fighting the best of the best. And I think anyone that's confident on this prediction is probably not that confident because we don't really know where Benoit Saint Denis is. As impressive as he's been up to this date, we've only seen him against lower ranking opposition, against Matt Frivola most recently. So I do believe he has the skills to cause Dustin Poirier a lot of issues. And if we zoom out and take emotion out of it, we have to remember Dustin is getting in on age. He is getting towards the twilight end of his career. He is coming off a knockout and he's been in so many wars. So this is the worst time to face the God of War. Someone which has incredible conditioning, has incredible heart and will never quit. We've never seen him in 5 rounds. So when we actually have a look at this stylistically, I think he's going to come out pretty patient, but try and set a very smothering pace, Benoit Saint Denis, from early. I don't think he's necessarily more skilled in the jiu-jitsu and the grappling, but I believe he's going to be a lot more athletic and at least be stronger and quicker to the next position. I think he's going to use his Muay Thai kicks from range and try and beat up the arms of Dustin Poirier from early, like we saw against Thiago Moises. Take a little bit of sting out of Dustin Poirier from early and then mix up the takedowns. We've seen a slight deficit in Dustin's game when people do that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Benoit Saint Denis can find the finish via rear naked choke in the 4th round. But I'm never counting out Dustin Poirier, because does that man still have the dog in him? More than likely. Keep it casual.
Cheers, guys. Fuck me. I can't wait for this one. I know Dustin's been in there with the best of them, and he's got some crafty tricks, but there's just something about Benoit. I'm all in on Benny Boy. I think we're going to have ourselves some fresh blood in the lightweight title contention. Benoit Saint Denis by late round finish. I've got a few more creator pick videos coming out this week for this card, so keep your eyes peeled. And if they do alright, I'll do it again for some other big cards. And if you like this video, give us a sub, check out this playlist of recent bangers, and I'll see you next time.